Ladies and gentlemen Coronation Street fan, the mystery is finally solved and the Grim Reaper's scythe has finally swung. The victim of Coronation Street's murder week has been revealed. Yes, the beast has finally been slain, and after nearly a year of abusing Todd Grimshaw Gareth Pierce in just about every conceivable way, Theo Silverton's James Cartwright time finally ran out, with his corpse being found in the closing moments of tonight's episode by Betsy Swain, Sydney Martin, after somebody had taken the ultimate revenge. Theo, alongside child abuser Megan Walsh, Beth Nixon, femme fatale Jody Ramsey, Olivia Francis Brown, sleazy Carl Webster, Jonathan Howard, and killer Maggie Driscoll, Pauline McLynn, had all previously been named as potential characters who could be meeting their maker. The 5 villains had all had their heinous behavior exposed over the past few weeks. Megan's sexual abuse of schoolboy Will Driscoll, Lucas Hodgson-Wale, and psychological torture of Sam Blakeman, Jude Reardon, became public knowledge, leading to a showdown with Maggie, who Megan had discovered to be a murderer. Carl's manipulation and torment of Debbie Webster, Sue Devaney, reached new heights, and those he'd spent months making miserable finally reached the end of their tether, while Jody's bold move to finally destroy her sister Shona, Julia Golding, left her out in the cold. All the other baddies managed to escape with their life intact, however. Unlike Theo, while seriously unhinged, dangerous, and deeply disturbed, Theo had always managed to present a well-put-together veneer to those who weren't privy to his true nature. That veneer was cracked, however, as Todd's loved ones discovered the extent of the abuse he'd been enduring, and completely fell away after he beat Todd to a pulp, leaving him requiring hospitalization for a lacerated spleen. With no further need for his mask, Theo let loose with the chaos. Becoming aware of Todd's plan to escape Weatherfield for Thailand and a holiday with his mum and brother Eileen and Jason, Sue Cleaver and Ryan Thomas. This week, Todd was shaken as he packed his suitcase and he heard a window smash in the bedroom. Theo had ascended the scaffolding and was hiding behind the door. Emerging with Todd's suitcase, Theo eerily attempted to force Todd to share a final meal with him. Only the intervention of worried George Shuttleworth, Tony Maudsley, diverted Theo's attention, though violence ensued when George and Todd forced Theo into the bathroom, attempting to lock him in. They escaped the flat and bumped into Kit Green, Jacob Roberts, pleading for him to arrest Theo for breaching his bail conditions. When Kit summoned police back up and entered the flat, though, Theo had fled. George did everything in his power to get Todd to the airport, but in the end, Todd's lost phone prevented him from getting off the street. As he headed back to retrieve it, he came face to face with Theo, and it was painfully clear that Todd was in mortal danger. A fatal game of cat and mouse then ensued, with poor Summer Spellman, Harriet Bibby, becoming entangled, and when all was said and done, Theo was left on the ground dead. But who was it that finally brought an end to his reign of terror? According to Gareth Pierce, it could be a number of people. Just as the audience will say that Todd has plenty of motive, they'll also know that lots of other people have motive as well, especially due to the way that Theo has actively isolated Todd from his closest friends and family, Gareth said. We've seen them start to join the dots and reconnect with Todd and try to extricate him from the relationship over these past few weeks. So I think that those are the people that the audience will have been willing to swoop in as saviors, and they will definitely have the spotlight on them. The audience will be wondering if, rather than just save Todd from the situation, they've actually gone as far as taking the law into their own hands. He added, people like George and Summer had definitely seen Theo for who he was. George, Christina Boyd, Amy Robbins, Glenda Shuttleworth, Jody Pringer, we've seen become very protective of Todd. Then there's also Carl, very much in the frame, having developed this rivalry with Theo and looking in a bad way himself. Also Gary Windass, Mikey North, who had that bright friendship and professional partnership with Theo for a time. We've seen Gary starting to feel genuinely let down and hoodwinked by Theo, and we know Gary's attitude to bullies. So, yeah, you've got a fair few people in the frame. So that's one mystery over, and on to the next. Whodunit? Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe to Coronation Street Scoop News Update.